Yo, what is up, guys? And we are back for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And if you guys have opened up your game today, then you would have probably already seen. I'm going to go ahead and just take the survey, but this is a 5th anniversary player survey, and apparently this is part 1, which would indicate there are at least 2 parts. I would wager there would be only 2 parts. I don't know why you wouldn't just make it one long survey. But we'll kind of see what happens here. But, oh, it says right here, there will be 2 surveys in total. So here we introduce the first of 2. Players who answer part 1 of the survey will receive 3 Dragon Stones as a gift. Awesome. And I believe for part 2 you get 4. I believe that's the deal. So let's go ahead and hop into the survey. And we'll go ahead and take it. And this will be a good chance to sort of give my opinions on the 5th year anniversary in total as a whole. Hey, what is up? Okay, so here we are in the survey. So we would appreciate it if you would cooperate with us to answer the questions below. So how often do you play Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle? There are obviously 3 choices. I've been playing, and I've been playing frequently even before the start of the 5th anniversary countdown. I hadn't been playing recently, but started again after the 5th anniversary countdown began. Or I started playing for the first time after the 5th anniversary countdown began. So obviously I'm number 1. For players that picked I started for the first time after the 5th anniversary, what prompted you to install the game? You know, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Insta, App Store, Google Play, family member, friend, or acquaintance, looking at one of the official social medias, recommended by an influencer, or browsing through news sharing platforms. Interesting. I would be curious to know, if you are a new player, what did prompt you to start playing the game? I am curious, like, because I imagine, like, a lot of us, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you probably started looking for, like, you know, probably typing in Google Play, you probably said Dragon Ball game, and then this was the very first thing that popped up. So it makes me wonder, like, maybe there's just a new Dragon Ball fan every day, you know, kind of like there's a new Dokkan player every day. So let me know in the comments below how you started playing Dokkan. I would be curious to know. Okay, so for players that picked I started for the first time after the 5th anniversary countdown began, which is the closest reason? I wanted to get Gogeta and Vegito because they're powerful in the game, definitely. I wanted to get Gogeta and Vegito because I like them, oh yeah. Other powerful characters other than Gogeta and Vegito. I wanted to get characters other than Gogeta and Vegito that I like. I want to fight using super attacks that have exciting animations. I would pick that one, which I guess maybe I will. I don't know, we'll see. I like the Dragon Ball series, and I wanted a lot of Dragon Stones. I mean, obviously, you know, pick whichever one. For players that picked I hadn't been playing recently, but started again after the 5th anniversary, and it's all the same things, right? So let's keep going. I hadn't been playing recently, but started again, and then again, it's the same exact thing. Okay, so we can move on to number 6. This is the good stuff, right? This is for everyone to answer. Okay, so which 5th anniversary events did you think were good? Okay, multiple answers allowed. I'm going to probably be picking a lot of these. Okay, so in terms of the actual quality of the events, I really liked them, to be honest with you. I liked most of them anyway. We'll go through. So Zero Mortals plan, definitely. You know, Extreme Z area, definitely. Dude, it's a free LR, right? It's an easy ALR. That's pretty cool. Now, you know, obviously kind of to that point, no, I'm going to go ahead and write it in the comments. They usually give you a little section for comments as well, but no traditional EZA. That was a big time problem. Extreme Z areas just aren't that fun, right? To me, they're not. It's just a lot of, I mean, you could make the case for an EZA. EZAs are just more exciting to me. I don't know what it is about it, but yeah, just more exciting. Here we go. Story event, Saiyan Trio led by Fate. Yeah, I did like that one. The Extreme Z area, that one was pretty tough, but I did like it. I'll just go ahead and click it. Infinite Dragon Ball History's new stages, I did like those. Particularly that Broly stage was very challenging. I actually really did. Me personally, I did enjoy the Frieza's Army Enlistment test. It had some insane rewards, particularly like Elder Kais and stuff. Like, I think every day you got 7 Elder Kais if you could complete all the missions. Now, that's the key word there, is if you can complete all the missions, right? So I feel like that particular event was walled off to brand new players. I really do. And I mean, there were some of the stages where, like, if you didn't have good luck on the anniversary, you couldn't even field like a full team. Most people probably didn't even have the nuking leaders. Now, you didn't necessarily need them for every single stage, but so I thought that was pretty difficult if you were a brand new player to get to 55 million. You know, like, particularly, like, I look at, like, the movie bosses, or, you know, even, like, Patara or something. If you pulled the new units, yeah, they were all easy for you, I'm sure, but okay, so we can kind of move on, though. Insert. Now, this is one I am going to specifically leave off. In Search of Greater Power, God Level Intensive Training, Skill Orb Implementation. Okay, so I do have a little bit to say about this. The equipment sucks, dude. It sucks. Now, it's really, really cool. So, for instance, like, I only pulled one copy of Gogeta and Vegito, for instance. I pulled one copy of each of them. So now, because of the skill orb system, so as a, let's just say as an example, you had bad luck like me, or you're a free-to-play player, and you pull one, right? You pull one copy, and that's all you can get, and then you have to wait basically another 6 months or 8 months until they come back on Tanabata or whatever. So you pull one, you get a good, like a +3 additional. They can now do additionals, right? So that's legit, right? I do enjoy that part of it, but the equipment, dude, it's bad. Like, especially if you are in touch with the JP side of the game. When this came out originally for the 5th year anniversary on JP, it didn't barely change the game at all. Like, you look at, like, I wish they would have done the Link skill update for the 5-year anniversary. I'd have been much more hype about that than these skill orbs, dude. It's like, oh, sick, man. I got another, you know, +3. Just like for an example, I got another +3 physical health, you know, skill orb, a bronze one. It's like, oh, sick, man. That's my 6th one, you know. And it's like I get Beerus, and like I can't tell you how many gold equips I have not got. Like, I think I've gotten 2 gold equips I got 2 gold equips the whole entire 5-year anniversary, and they were trash, dude. They were trash equips. I couldn't even get a gold crit. Now, that being said, that might be sort of like a double-edged sword, because that would mean that a lot of my good units, I can save the good equipment to put on them. But this was completely not game-breaking, not game-changing at all. Like, all it is an extension of the potential system. So is it good for a free-to-play player? Sure, of course. Like that previous example I just gave. But I don't know, man. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it off. I'm not gonna click on it. So 21st Virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash. I mean, sure, I do love Ultimate Clash. Special stickers, I actually do like those. I mean, they don't. I think a lot of people, it doesn't really do much for them, but I actually do enjoy them. I wish they'd get rid of the damn holo background, though. Okay, the 55 special summon, absolutely. The special friend summon, absolutely. And then the 5th anniversary. So I did like, I mean, if I look at it, I did like a lot of the events in the 5th year anniversary, right? So which events did you think were not so good? This one. That's the one. I really didn't like that. It didn't do anything when you compare it to like the active skill mechanic for the 4-year anniversary, even though like Global got that early. Where I was going with that is, like, so you could have easily dropped the skill orb system like beforehand. You could have dropped the good equipment with Extreme Super Battle Road, which we will be getting here pretty soon, and we get really, really good rewards. You could have dropped that on Saiyan Day. You could have implemented it early. And you put a lot of emphasis and a lot of, like, oh yeah, we're not dropping it early, when you've dropped literally the last fucking 3 years, you've dropped something new before the anniversary on Global. So, I don't know, man, just wasn't a big fan, right? Let's move on. Okay, are you following any of the official? Yes, I am. Okay. So are you following any of them? I follow all 3 of them, although I don't really, you know, I don't really get on Facebook much anymore. Did you participate in the 5th anniversary PV Vegito or Gorge? Yes, I did. Okay. Yep, sure did. I try to get in on all those things. It helps, right? Even though they'll get done even if you don't do it. Enough people will do it where, you know, we'll get the rewards from it. Why didn't you participate in the campaign? Well, I did, so I'm not going to answer that. Did you participate in the That's What I'm Saying campaign? Yes, I sure did. Why didn't you participate in the campaign? No. That doesn't apply to me. So, which media do you usually use for checking information on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle? Checking information, Twitter, I guess. Can I say the Dokkan Wiki? Dokkan Wiki. What are your 3 favorite Dragon Ball productions? Okay. Let me know in the comments below what your favorites are. I think I have to pick this one. Dragon Ball Super Broly. I love that movie. It is by far the best Dragon Ball Super, or it's the best Dragon Ball Z movie, Super movie, just straight up Dragon Ball movie, right? And of course the anime, Dragon Ball Z. Let's see. If I had to pick another one, I mean, I guess probably I do like Dragon Ball Z Kai. I'll go with, I did enjoy Super. I'll just say Super, the anime. I did read the Dragon Ball, I did read the Dragon Ball manga, and it's cool. Like, I get all those people who really, really like the manga. It is fun. But when you're reading, like, I read it, like, after the fact, right? So I read it in retrospect. So, like, I do get, like, there's a lot of inconsistencies and stuff like that. It's that typical argument, even before, like, I started reading manga and stuff, like, that typical argument, it's like, oh, yeah, they left out so many parts of the book in the movie, and it's like, well, yeah, because they're trying to make an animated movie. Like, they're trying to make a show. Like, you can't include every single last detail. It's just, it's not going to translate well to a movie. So, anyway, let's keep going. What do you know about Dragon Ball Super Heroes World Mission? Oh, do you know about it? Yes, I do. I want more collaborations. Tell us what you think about Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battles collaboration with Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission. I really did enjoy that. That was the Dragon Ball Heroes campaign, of course. So that had, what? Did that have Golden Cooler and stuff? Was that one, or was that the one before? I liked it either way. I was really happy they brought the Dragon Ball Heroes stuff over to Global. Tell us what you think about the features that allow you to play with other players. I think PvP probably would damage the game, but I do like the idea of doing co-op. I think you could easily do a raid boss. I see no reason why you couldn't do that. But pitting people against one another, like, you know, the classic example is like, what if I got, you know, pitted up against Goresh on the global side of the game? It's like, come on, that's not fair. So, but do you play Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle with your family or friends? Yeah, sure, I do. If there were online events, oh, I gotta get my Dokkan Battle ID too, okay. If there were online events or offline events, would you participate? Absolutely. I definitely would. I would definitely do that. I'm gonna have to go and find that ID. I don't know it right offhand. What is your gender? Male. How old are you? I don't mind sharing. I am 29 years old. What is your occupation? I go to school and I work, so I'll just say other. And do you live with your family? Yeah. Yes, I do. Okay. So I gotta find my ID, and then we'll go ahead and go back in-game. Okay, guys, so we are here back in-game. Have not received the 3 stones yet, but for sure, I mean, I know, like, eventually they'll get them to me, right? I'm not real worried about it, and it is only 3 stones. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but I really did just want to go over that survey and kind of give my last little opinions here about the 5-year anniversary. I thought that was important, right? Overall, I thought it was, I mean, obviously, like, I'm sure they, you know, Bandai and Akatsuki, I'm sure they made just barrels and barrels and boatloads of money, you know, for Gogeta and Vegito, but, you know, to me, in terms of content, it just wasn't there for me. You definitely didn't need to make it into 3 parts. There wasn't enough content to warrant 3 parts. You held off on this EZA LR, and it was cool that, like, you hyped it up and stuff, but I don't know, man, just didn't seem to me to be overly necessary. You could have easily squeezed it into 2 parts. Hell, you could have just made it one big 1-parter and dropped it all at the same time, and it would have been just fine. But if you want to do an anniversary in 3 parts, you have to have more content. Plain and simple, you have to. Because after part 1, it seemed like after day 1 there was nothing to do. So, like, day 1 of the anniversary through about day 7, I felt like there was an ample amount of stuff to do. And then after that, it really, like it took a hard nosedive into there's a nothing to do. And we're talking like, this is during the hype of like, there's stuff going on JP as well. This happens every year where JP is going through Tanabata, and then Global is going through its anniversary. And it seems like JP, you know, not intentionally, of course, but just like kind of steals some of the shine away because they get the shiny new unit, and we're getting this sort of recycled unit that is obviously tippy top tier, but still, you know, so that kind of happened as it does every single year where JP kind of steals the spotlight. But yeah, man, part 2 and part 3 were trash. I'm sorry. I did not enjoy them at all. There wasn't anything to do. Infinite Dragon Ball History was fun. I did enjoy that, but the, you know, Extreme Z area, speaking of, there was no classic EZA. That definitely needs to be amended next year. There were 3 or 4, I think, for the 4-year anniversary. So 3 easy areas, not good enough, and more content. You can't just focus every single thing around the shiny new units. You can't do it, man. It doesn't jive. A lot of people didn't pull one or both of the fusions. You know, one of the homies, you know, shout out to him. I won't name him. I don't want to put him out there, but told me he went something like 1,800 stones and did not pull any LRs in the anniversary. And guess what, dude? I'm sorry, man. Like, it hurts my soul to hear that. You know, your boy got shafted pretty good, but at the very least I pulled the, you know, the main 2 fusion LRs, but sometimes you get shafted that way. As they say, it be like that sometimes. So you can't just focus everything around the banner units, right? But that is the video, guys. Make sure you take that anniversary survey, and then make sure you get your 3 stones, and I guess there will be a part 2 survey. Slap a like if you enjoyed this video. Of course, consider subscribing if you're new. I love you guys. Thank you for the support, and I will catch you in the next one. Later.